what's going on here? How come McLaren can win by 30 seconds one week, and this week they get their asses whooped by Sir Maximilian Verstappen, the
Yeah,
GOAT?
the
What are your
goat.
thoughts
Yeah.
on that?
Yeah, well, basically, Red Bull's upgrades, whatever they did, they had grip in fast corners. The tire management suited Imola better than McLaren's setup, which prefers slow and technical tracks. And I think ultimately, the pass in turn one lap one was brilliant, and the rest is history.
Well, that pass was brilliant, and I didn't realize that they said that when he made that pass, Verstappen was going 30 kilometers per hour faster than Piastri, which means he was going faster because Piastri broke earlier. Verstappen said, I have nothing to lose. I might as well go out of bounds or crash my car. So he was able to handle a 30 kilometer per hour advantage and brake late. And
Yeah,
he broke late and still smoothly. And he was very close to going off the track. The
yeah,
guy
sure,
is a maniac.
sure.
He's a maniac. All
Yeah.
right, thank you. I'll be taking this out. AM Tyre today. Verstappen had super pace that even McLaren couldn't touch. I was think that the main cause of that pace advantage was the fact that he was ahead and they were in dirty air. But I still think that even if you take away the dirty air factor, he was about even or still a little bit faster than them with pace. And also when you go back to Jeddah, in which Verstappen came second or third, I think, even though he came second, he was still sticking to Piastri, and it seemed like there wasn't that much tire deck relative to McLaren. So it seems like once again that advantage for McLaren is on tracks that are mid to low speed corners that are put
Yeah.
a lot of wear on the back tires and that don't have a lot of grip. What are your thoughts? Yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Red Bull's car was faster in qualifying, especially in the high-speed sections. And I think
Oh, it was faster, but the problem was that it was degrading quicker
yeah,
over
it
the
was
last two
degrading
seconds.
quicker, and I think that has to do with the drag in the Red Bull car that wasn't so high, it was lower. And another thing was that Imola has long, fast sections and flowing corners. The Red Bull car thrives here, while McLaren performs better on tracks with tight
Yeah,
and
yeah,
slower
yeah.
turns, basically. And
But
if you
it's just amazing that McLaren could beat the whole field. They beat Verstappen by 30, 34 seconds, beat Ferrari by 50, 60, and then now they have no advantage on this track. So it's a very extreme change. Unless there's something that's changed in their car. But I think also Red Bull is fine tuning it. Pierre Vacher has done a wonderful job post New era. And right now I would say that these guys are out engineering McLaren during the season, especially with setup. We know that McLaren has a good concept and they have something going on with their tires, but it seems like Red Bull is the true engineering team. They're able to adjust from free practice 1 to 2 to 3 up into qualifiers until they find the right sweet spot, and they're getting a better sweet spot than McLaren. And we also have to remember that McLaren may be making changes on high speed. They may be on high speed tracks. They need to have more straight line speed because they're lagging in straight line speed.
oh
So they
yeah.
may be using setup which take away their advantage in their rear tires. Whereas on those slow speed tracks, they can have a different type of setup without having to worry too much about straight line speed. What do you think? Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. The Red Bulls setup actually gives them more grip in Imola's fast and medium speed corners, and it
Yeah.
makes them quicker. And another thing is that
And
their
we have to remember that it's front grip, front tire. Yeah,
front
because
tires,
you
and
don't.
then the Red Bull brought upgrades that like better brakes and rear tweaks. This helped to boost their speed and tire life. That's why I'm saying that they may not have revealed everything they did, but I have a feeling that they may have found out what McLaren is doing and copied it and is working for them and to their
Yeah, because
advantage.
they were using thermal imaging to look at
Yes, they were
the car.
using
They
thermal
figured
imaging.
something
Yes,
out. They have figured something out.
they have
But
figured
it'll be
something out.
we'll know for sure. It's going to be hard to say at Monaco because Monaco is not really Monaco is just who's going to win. It's a procession. Whoever
Yeah,
wins, they'll
it's a
qualify.
profession.
But Monaco is interesting because Monaco has technical corners
It
but
does.
slow speed.
It does
But I
like
do
this
think
one.
that it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be very close between Verstappen, Norris, and Piastri, and then
Yeah.
whoever comes first.
And like you
But after
said,
that, go
Verstappen
ahead.
might come second or third.
Yeah, but we'll know for sure whether Red Bull has figured out McLaren's tire trick. Seems like Ferrari has too, because Ferrari had good race pace too. We'll
Oh, yeah.
figure out for sure after Monaco. I think we have
Monaco, yeah.
Spanish
Ba
Grand
Ba
Prix and
Barcelona
something
and
else.
I think Silverstone.
So that's where we'll find out if other teams have caught up to them. So that's it. This was just a special show to say that what's going on here. How come McLaren can win by 30 seconds one week and this week they get their asses whooped by Sir Maximilian Verstappen, the
Yeah,
GOAT.
the
What are your
GOAT.
thoughts
Yeah.
on that?
Yeah, well,
That's not fair.
basically, Red Bull's upgrades, whatever they did, they had grip in fast corners. The tire management suited Imola better than McLaren's setup, which prefers slow and technical tracks. And I think ultimately the pass in turn one, lap one was brilliant, and the rest is history.
Well, that pass was brilliant, and I didn't realize that they said that when he made that pass, Verstappen was going 30 kilometers per hour faster than Piastri, which means he was going faster because Piastri broke earlier. Verstappen said, I have nothing to lose. I might as well go out of bounds or crash my car. So he was able to handle a 30-kilometer per hour advantage and break late. And
Yeah,
he broke late and still smoothly. And he was very close to going off the track. The
yeah,
guy
sure,
is a maniac.
sure.
He's a maniac. All
Yeah.
right, thank you. I thought I'd be taking this out.
Okay.